In the previous video, we observed what is safety. Safety means work with confidence and with cool mind. To avoid accident is known as safety. There are two kinds of safety things, safety precautions we can call. Safety precautions for an individual means a person working in workshop has to follow few rules, such as do not wear loose clothes. If you wear loose clothes, those may stuck in bench wise, in machine or in some handle, and it may cause an accident. Similarly, so many sliding and rotating parts we have in our workshop. So loose clothes may get trapped in those parts, which may cause accident. To avoid that, one should not use loose clothes. Similarly, in workshop, whenever we are working, we have to work with confidence and without laziness. We must alert while working in the workshop. Do not see what the neighboring person is doing. Focus on your work and work with confidence. Similarly, in workshop, we got so many machines. We have drilling machine. Similarly, we have grinding machine, lathe machine we have, cutting machine we have. Till you get proper information of these machines, you should not touch these machines. Whenever proper information is given, then you are ready to use it. But without proper information, one should not use machines, touch machines. In workshop, we are handling many sharp tools regularly. Whenever tool drops from our hand, its target is our leg. So to avoid injury, individual should wear shoes in workshop, by which there will be less injury for an individual. Similarly, whenever working in the workshop, we all are knowing our capacity. We should not cross our capacity. Work within the capacity. Do not go beyond the capacity. Now, easy example I will show you. This is table. It is heavy. A single person can't lift or move this table. That's why don't try to do these kind of things. We all are knowing our capacity. Better within the capacity, don't cross that capacity. Whenever we are working, whenever few parts we want to prepare, at that time we need to use grinding machine, welding machine. Similarly, to remove material, we need to do chipping. At that time, minute particles of metal will get removed. To avoid injury during these operations, we must use goggle. While welding, while grinding, as well as while chipping, one has to use goggles while doing these operations. Okay. Just now, we observed the safety precautions followed or one has to follow. Now, we will see what are the safety measures to be taken in the workshop. See, whenever we are working in the workshop, after completing our work, we should clean the workshop, we should clean the table, by which our workshop will be always clean and tidy. Similarly, in the workshop, we should not work in insufficient light and air. Insufficient light causes accident. Insufficient air causes suffocation. So in our workshop, proper ventilation should be there. Work in proper light as well as air. Similarly, sometimes whenever we are working in the workshop, oily substances drops on the floor and the person may get sleep from those surfaces. So as soon as you observe oily surfaces drop on the floor, immediately take cotton waste and wipe it out, by which further accidents we can avoid. Whenever after completing our work, we need to keep all the tools properly in the shop, in the cupboard. Take care that all the tools should be kept separately. Different kind of tools should not be kept together. Because of that, sharpness or the accuracy of those tools may get hampered. So avoid keeping different kind of tools together. Keep them separately. In the workshop, we are using machines. They got rotating parts. Always cover rotating parts of machine whenever machine is not in use. Do not keep rotating part exposed. So always keep rotating parts of the machine covered. In workshop, if an accident causes, fire took place, we need to suppress that fire. So in workshop, we must have fire extinguisher in the workshop. And do not keep that fire extinguisher as it is hanged to the wall. Check that fire extinguisher periodically, whether it is working or not. What is the expiry of that fire extinguisher? Better check it, by which whenever need is there, it will work properly. And the most important thing, after completing work, switch off machine and then leave the workshop. Don't keep buttons in on condition. After completing work, switch off the buttons and be safe in the workshop.
Start.
Now we'll go for second lesson. Second lesson is hand tools used in fitting workshop. We are using frequently few hand tools in the workshop, such as hammer, punch, plier, spanner, screwdriver, pipe spanner. These are the tools, instrument we are frequently used in workshop. Now let us study all these one by one. The first one we'll see, it is hammer. You all are familiar with this. This is hammer. What are the parts of hammer? This is pen. This pen is different for different kind of hammer. Now observe this pen. It is circular in shape. So it is called as ball pen hammer. This is ball pen hammer. Here, in which handle is inserted, it is called as eye. This portion, it is cheek. This is face. Ball pen hammer generally used to expand the sheet, to expand the metal. Similarly, it is also used for driving nails as well as for beating or getting something straight or bend the metal. For this hammer is used. According to weight, length of handle is fixed for the hammer. This is called as ball pen hammer because its pen is round in shape. Another hammer we are going to use, it is cross pen hammer. Remaining construction is same, only if you observe the pen, upper part of hammer, it is tapered, conical in shape. It is used to beat in V-shaped channels. This shape you can observe, it is a V shape. So to beat in corners, to get V shape, this cross pen hammer is used. Rest part are same. One more kind of hammer we have, it is straight pen hammer. Now if you observe this pen is parallel to the handle, perpendicular to the handle. This pen of cross pen is perpendicular to the handle. Instead of that, if this pen is turned and kept parallel to the handle, it is straight pen hammer. Straight pen hammer also is used for forming V-shaped grooves or beating or striking blows in the corner. In this way, hammers are used. The next thing is punch. This is punch. It is used to get marking permanent. There are two kinds of punch. One is dot punch and another is center punch. What is the difference in this punch? Only the point, this point angle is different. For center punch, the angle is of 90 degree, and for dot punch, it is of 60 degrees. Rest all construction of punch is same. Dot punch is used for making marking permanent. By striking blows with hammer, we need to put dots on the metal, by which that marking, whatever we did on the job, that will remain permanent. That is the use of dot punch. Whereas center punch, whenever we are drilling, we need to put a punch on the drill center. To put punch on the drill center, this center punch is used. Both punch have middle part knurled. This middle part, if you see, it is knurled, means made rough. It is handling part. Punch should not get slipped from your hand. So this middle handling part is made rough. It is called knurling. Next thing we have, generally everybody has in our house, it is plier. This is called plier. It has got long handle, sharp jaws. It is combination plier. This front portion, if you observe, it is made flat. This front portion is flat. For general purpose, for gripping, this flat portion is used. If you observe that flat portion, you will see notches made rough. Notches are made, by which it will grip properly. Behind that, we have circular grip. You observe this. It has also got notches. This circular part of this hammer, this face, this jaw, it is used to grip circular jobs. Circular jobs will be gripped properly in this. For that purpose it is used. After that, you can see this part. It is made flat, but it is sharp. It is cutter. Metallic wire are cut with this, so it is cutter. Similarly, here also we got another cutter. Here, if you see, one notch is there. So wire are cut with that. Whenever we want to remove just insulation from the wire, electricity wires are there. To remove insulation, this cutter will be used. Only insulation will be removed and inner metallic part remains as it is. So it is wire cutter. In this way, these are the few parts of plier. Flat jaw, curved jaw, wire cutter, and this electric wire insulation cutter. Similarly, this handle. These are the important parts of plier. This is combination for plier. For all purposes, to grip, to cut, this plier is used.